Perfect. Heck, if we can just draft more Sarah Angels, that'll work just fine if nobody wants to pick them. Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, which is Cards Day, and thanks to some well done cards on Sunday, we're doing one more Masters Edition 4 draft tonight. Just the one, as that's usually all I've got the time for. But yeah, we're gonna see what sort of deck we can form this time. Last time we went for a Urza powered deck, could not find the mine, but ended up with a very powerful red-white skies. A lot of removal, 2 fireballs, whole lot of good stuff. So we're gonna jump in to just one more of these. This is gonna be our last Masters Edition draft. Saying goodbye to Masters Edition as a format. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a blast to see, blasts from the past magic. Yes, 3 boosters, 2 tickets. Alright, so let's just jump into the queue. Alright, we might be here for a little while, so strap in, folks. Yeah, so this is the final of the 4 Masters Edition sets. As we saw last time, it has a heavy focus on antiquities, as well as kind of filling out what doesn't exist in here. And some other reprints that are just kind of nice to have. For instance, Masters, I think 3 and 4 both have duels, that sort of thing. You have a lot of, core set ones. Sarah Angel we saw, Dark Writ we saw. I'm trying to think of, there's one other card, the Fireball we saw, all kind of core set cards that are neat for, obviously don't need a reprint, but, if we want to have the oldest printing of them, then this would be the one we get. So yeah, we're going to see how this goes. This is a set with a lot of artifact interaction on all sides, which is a blessing and a curse. It means we might want to be drafting some of these very overcosted artifacts. It means everybody's going to have removal for these very overcosted artifacts. So, it's a balance. Oh, Bachan. Thank you, Lucy, for the sub. Grandmother once said, be sure to like and subscribe. It's true. Yeah, hello, Subasa, Fiona, Vern Squire. Yeah, so we're going to be doing Masters 4. This is the last one. We have the last set I think they're doing to fill this out is Vintage Masters in a couple weeks. And then I think we get to the normal holiday cube soon. We're getting close to that time of year where the Vintage Cube pops out and we get to play with some superpower, which is always fun. So yeah, you'll be seeing a number of Magic Online. This client, it's funny, I went ahead and kind of cashed out on it. I left myself enough resources to kind of keep doing these streams. Because when Arena was announced, because I thought, well, that's clearly the end of this. Right? And not quite. It's definitely the end of it. It's been a slow death. You see prices on standard new cards jumping heavily because nobody's drafting a format, but you also see a lot of players playing Modern Pioneer. So that seems to be a pretty heavy, point of people, because this is the client you can do that on. You can't do that on Arena. You have Historic on Arena, but Historic is kind of funky compared to Pioneer. Very arbitrary. There's a set of 20 or so cards that are just sort of in the format, and it's nifty, but it makes it so it's sort of this kind of crafted experience. I don't know. But yeah, we slowly have people joining. It does not look like we're going to have that 30-minute wait like we did with Masters 1, which is good. Oh, what are we looking for? obviously we want to have some fun with this. I would love to draft a deck that can actually make use of the Urza lands. I feel like that's going to be difficult to do because, well, again, I mentioned there's a lot of these artifact cards, but there's also like they're kind of bad. We're in a world with like 7 mana, 4/5 tramplers or something like that. You know, they're not like strong cards, and every color has answers to artifacts, including black and blue. Colors you wouldn't necessarily think would have answers to artifacts have some strong ones. So, want to see a cube that has absurd mana base. All the win cons are like hot garbage. The problem there is that's all you need is the absurd mana. Like, it's tough to like. I mean, I guess if you're trying to go to like wood elemental, which is in here, or like I don't know, if we're just going for like a 6 mana 4/4 flyer, no text. They have done crafted cubes though before on MTGO. Friend of the show Ryan Overturf had the Grixis cube on here most recently, which was a blast, by the way. I loved that cube. It was super fun to play. So they have done that, and also on that point, you might remember the legendary cube in its first iteration, not its second. The first iteration of the legendary cube had the rule every creature in here was a legend. It had very poor-ish removal, like super light on removal. It existed. It wasn't like null, but it was light. And not a lot of super mana ramp. Like, so you were playing kind of like fair games. There was still ramp. You had Coalition Relic. I remember playing Honor War and Shaku. But your power came from your lands because there were so many duels. It wasn't like your fixing came from your artifacts or whatever. It was because you had like 5 dual lands. It was sweet. The second iteration of the Legendary Cube missed the point. It was pretty depressing. The Legendary Cube one had some of the literal best games of Magic I've ever played in it. The first one we did was probably like his top 5 of my favorite drafts ever. I think that was like Hunt for Sabo Savak might have been the name of that one. But the second iteration of that like just completely missed the point. There wasn't a 100% set of legendary creatures anymore. There were a lot of like conspiracy cards just sort of in there because Conspiracy 2 was new, so they're like, well, we got to put these somewhere. And like it just had a very poor feel. It lost the feel that made it interesting from the first time, and then they never revisited it again. So kind of sad about that. What else? Uncommon. Uncommon Cube. I remember that one, and we only did, I think, 1 or 2 drafts of that one, but it was fairly interesting. It was more interesting than I thought. I didn't have a high expectation going into that one, but I think it played out better than I expected. Yeah, the original Legendary Cube was a while back. It's interesting. I keep thinking about it every once in a while, but the march of time hits us all. I've been doing these sorts of streams for nearly 7 years now. It's incredible. Glad that there's a lot of both faces I recognize from that long ago, and also new faces to see around. Malamet, thank you very much for the sub. You can design an MTGO cube. What do you do? Well, I think I try to find something unique to pin down as far as like that would give a play experience that would be more interesting. Honestly, what comes to mind immediately is trying to make something that looks like just from having done these Masters editions, it'd be pretty nifty to try to build a cube that's like 10 years old at this point, but still has a lot of options and plays from modern day in sensibilities. Also, if we're doing it on MTGO, like, let's see what else. We could probably throw in like, I don't know if we want to how far I'd want to go in like gimmick levels. I would want it to be something unique to play where and something where I guess in the end of the day I wouldn't care if it was solvable because it would only be around for like a week. But something that like you would go in. One of the things I kind of talking about my sense building a cube. I know I'm going a little bit off topic and just answering the question of what'd you build, but I have a cube. And one of the big things I hold for that cube is making sure there are no trap cards in the cube. That's not to say, like, I do not put Mirror Force in my cube. I don't put Mirror Force in my cube. It's a Magic the Gathering cube. That doesn't work. But that is to say, I try, at least, not to put cards in my cube that have no payoff or need very specific payoffs. Tinker was one I finally had to cut, for instance. Because, like, while the cube did have a couple Tinker payoffs, the fact that the cube doesn't have signets as a choice means that it's hard to get that, like, you end up finding your top end super high. Like, you know, you've got your Dark Steel, your Strength of the Steel Wind, your Sundering Titan, your Inkwell Leviathan, but, like, what are you sacking to it? And the answer was, I don't freaking know. Candelabra, huh? Whoa, hold on. How much mana can I make? Okay, usually Candelabra is not good, but sometimes Candelabra is good. And we can like try to run a Dragon Engine at our opponent. Or maybe a Howl from Beyond to murder them. The most powerful card in this pack is actually Cloud Spirit. By about a mile, not gonna lie. This is a 3-power flyer for 3 with that really funky looking cloud on it. This ain't no slouch. It's a nice ox. Alright, let's I'm okay picking up the Candelabra now and seeing if we can get this to work, right? Like I said, I want to try it, damn it. I want to see. All right, this is a 3 damage to everything. That's an ATOG. I think now we can, again, let's just grab our... If we had picked up the Cloud, we would have picked up the Phantasmal Forces and had a pretty strong blue flyers set here, cutting off blue. That's not where we are, though, so you can imagine in your mind's eye what direction that draft would have gone. Maybe it would be interesting, maybe not. I don't know. We pick up the tower here. Deckmore Plague is pretty good. We saw Famine doing a lot of work. What kind of draft would it be if I don't go in on dumb plans, right? There's the mine. Alright, what do we got here? Scavenging Ghoul, Corpse Counters, Soul Devi Machinist. Taps are double colorless. Check that shit out. Oh, man. What else do we got to check out in here? We got Artifact Blast. We got Ebony Rhino. What mana payoffs are in this set? I've seen Fireball. I've seen Howl from Beyond as, like, X spells. There's also Rock Hydra we saw last draft. I don't know what all we could find, but we're gonna look. Machinist can filter into the Candelabra. You're not wrong. That's something that if it tables, I'll feel good about. We want the Rhino or the Golem, methinks. Alright, and there's our power plant ending this pickup. Again, for those keeping score at home, the blue deck still looking very, very strong. We would have had Counterspell, 2 flyers, and I don't think there was much in that last pack other than the Machinist. But, eye for an eye. Next time a source of your choice to deal damage to you this turn, instead that source deals that much damage to you, and eye for an eye deals that much damage to that source's controller. Okay. Cool, cool. Southern Elephant. There's Gabo. Grave Bind. Alright, anyway, let's get fully powered. Egg? What do you got, Egg? Ooh, Elephant Graveyard. Regenerate target elephant. Insane. Put a counter on Egg. Sacrifice Egg. Choose a creature. 2 or more Egg. 3 or more Egg. Okay. You can pick up a Primal Clay. You can pick up more Power Plants. Clockwork Swarm is a 4/3 for 4. Target Elephant. We saw one in the last pack. I'm going to continue picking up these lands until we get cut, and then we're going to start making our choices from there. Kudzu! Ooh, Kudzu. Oh, help me! I'm going to go ahead and pick up Obscenous Golem. This is big enough. This is, like, fine. We can play it on 3 if we're lucky. Hopefully we find more to do than just that, but, you know, the card will get things done. Even if we don't get Tron, it's still playable in, like, a reasonable body. Its problem is being an artifact because of, like, this sort of thing. Sarah Avery, Eleborn Trooper, Elite Cat Warrior... Spotted Griffin's cool. Horse doesn't do too much. Spotted Griffin seems okay to me. We're gonna have a lot of mana, and I don't want things that cost, like, double color. Right? Like, that's something we want to avoid. We'll see. Maybe we don't end up white, maybe we end up... I'm not hate picking... This is a league, Abyss. Ooh, Angelic Voices. Like, even if this wasn't a league, there's no world where I would hate draft Phantasmal Terrain, pick 6, 7. Angelic Voices? If we're mono white, we have an Anthem. Some more Spotted Griffin for us. The white seems open enough. I don't see any payoffs directly in white for our time, but kind of like this. I think we'll find more Griffin. Diabolic Machine. Oh, and a Howl from Beyond. Oh, that's that might be dangerous. I kind of like the Diabolic Machine though. Yeah, we could be able to regenerate those pretty easy. It costs Urzatron to play, and you put the soldier in the gears, and then, yeah. Living Wall. Righteous Charge. Staff of Zegon. Library of Lang. Pick up a Divine Offering. Put that on the board. Eleborn Trooper, just get us some stuff going on. Bodies aren't going to feel bad to have. Alright, we're just kind of filling out the setup here. So, alright. So that's pack 1. Righteous Charge probably don't make it in. Everything else looks fine. We ended up first picking the Candelabra, and we wanted to, with that, the Tron pieces became more, necessary, I guess. Smoke. It's a card I remember seeing a lot in EDH. Thinking a tower down below doesn't seem too bad. Tailless Researcher also wouldn't be awful. There's that elephant as sort of the graveyard. Red in here's actually got some strong ass stuff with Lava Flow and Ogre Taskmaster. Doesn't matter that these two can't cost a lot. Like this not blocking doesn't matter. I say we go ahead and pick up some more Tron. We'll find some payoffs. We have to keep looking for them. Keep our eye out for strong payoffs. Maybe we just want things like Amulet of Unsummoning, but we'll see. Armageddon Clock. At the beginning of upkeep, put a Doom counter on Armageddon Clock. At the beginning of your draw step, Doom deals damage to each player. Pay 4. That's not really. We can't add counters, and that's the part I would want. We got another mine here. We have an Ebony Rhino, which is another thing. The mine would give us double of everything, which is pretty fine. Primal Clay is a card I kind of want to fill out the deck, but I like getting the mine here because mine gives us double of each of our Urza sets. And then we can, from there, we feel a little bit more comfortable about where we're at. Like now we have 2 of everything. We can kind of pick up our stuff like oh boy. Oh god. Island Sanctuary, huh? Interested in if that's worth it over just picking up more like Bronze Horse or Aether gliders. It's one-sided. This seems dumb as hell. Let's play with it. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sensing a running theme for our deck now. Okay, all right. How many fogs can we have? Yeah, Tribal Moat. I like Tribal Moat. Sad to pass up a power plant here, but Tribal Moat calls to us. Yeah. Okay, we got a power plant here, and it's looking like that, or maybe just Fate. I don't feel bad passing up the Urza lands right now, because, like, we have 2 of each. And I kind of want to fill out the deck a little bit, because, like, right now we only have 11 cards, and we do need to hit 23 playables. So just Fate helps us if we're actually facing creatures with evasion. Yeah. We have Musketeer, too. Like, we aren't, like, dead to flyers, because we have a lot of ways of answering flyers. Let's get some of that. There's this mine, makes it back around. Yo, how you doing? Hello. My name is Acid Rain. This is what Color Hate looked like back in the day. Sarah Bestiary doesn't really interest me. It's a little too expensive. I kind of want to pick up some more mine. Check out this weak stone. Yeah. Wiggle dog. Annual would be fine too. Power plant here. Ice Cauldron. X, tap. You may exile a non-land card from your hand. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. Put a charge counter on Ice Cauldron, and note the type and amount of mana spent to pay the activation cost. Activate this ability only if there are no charge counters on Ice Cauldron. Tap. Remove a charge counter from Ice Cauldron. Add Ice Cauldron's last noted type and amount of mana. Spend this mana only to cast the last card exiled with Ice Cauldron. Alright, I'm gonna pick up another Just Fate. This seems like a good way to not die to flyers. Urza's Mine comes back around. I feel like that's just fine to pick up some more of those. Yeah, you put a card on layaway is how the card functions. Take the researcher. We might not. I know. Ice Cauldron notes the type and amount of mana and then adds that much mana back. Like, if you pay 3 colorless, it gives you 3 colorless when you activate it again. Or if you pay blue, blue, red, it gives you blue, blue, red the next time you activate it again. There's no color fixing within it. It just gives you what you put in. Like, you pay half the cost of the mana of the spell, untap, pay the other half of the cost. So, like, if you have a 10 mana spell, you can pay 5, put it on the Ice Cauldron, untap, and then pay the other 5. And then you cast it. We do need something to spend the Tron on. I'll take another Ebony Rhino. That seems fine. Symbol of Unsummoning would also be just fine, but I kind of want more of these top-end pieces. Sure, that card's double white, but it's actually really good. Holy shit. Wow. Hey, how you doing? My name's Urza's Power Plant. Making it around. I'll take this weak stone. We not winning through attacking. This can help us against flyers. All right. So we have full Urzas. We have 2 towers, 3 power plants, 4 mines. I want 1 more tower. I also want something to do with this mana. Fireball is obviously pick number 1. Like, just in the universe, I'd pick that over. What do you mean all creatures lose? Oh, hold on. Oh, overwhelming forces. Is that Plague Wind? Plague Wind or all creatures lose flying. Plague Wind. Overwhelming forces is kind of incredible. There's a mine down below. Want to pick up overwhelming forces? That's a hard splash. Either one of these is a hard splash, I suppose. Spotted Griffin seems like a better pickup, if I'm being honest with myself. I don't, like, we have no fixing whatsoever, and we're heavy in white. So I feel like we probably just want to pick up the Griffin and call that good. The only thing I want to splash for is something that's like X. And this is close. This is really close. I'm gonna go with my gut. Sorry. Ooh, Shapeshifter. Okay. This can be whatever body we want. Yeah, that seems fine. If that was a tower, I'd pick it. Target permanent becomes the color of your choice. This effect lasts indefinitely. Thanks, Alcor. Nothing personal, kid. Steam Catapult. Oh, that's nice. Yo, check that out. Now that's a card I can get behind. Destroy target tapped creature. Hey, we're not seeing the fireball pay off, but that's okay. The Spotted Griffin would be cool here too, but I like the removal option. Orcish Mechanics, that's a mine. We don't need another mine. We need another, tower. Water Elemental. Yo, check that out. It's good stuff. Pentagram plays to our defensive plan. It has a good wizard on it. Just Fate plays to our defense plan. Yo! Hell yeah. Whiptail Worm. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pick up another Just Fate. This is a card I want any number of. Because it is the removal for the things that we can't deal with either the carpet or otherwise. Well, you play both a Might Stone and a Weak Stone. You're right. That would have some effect. Conversion. Oh. I'll sideboard an auto win, sure. All mountains are plains. We find the red player, and then we turn them off. Power plant is still not the one we wanted. Hellborn Musketeer is more early game. I'm okay with more power plant, though. Be 4 and 4. Aether Glider, Onulet. More evasion can't hurt. Oasis. Alright, let's take that Mystic Decree. We're probably not playing it, but you know. Dust to Dust. We already have 4 mines, 4 power plants. We don't need more of those. Looks like we aren't going to find our 3rd tower, but that's okay. We got another Spotted Griffin. There's another mine. I'm okay picking that up. How does Blood Moon work with conversion? Non-basics become mountains, mountains become plains. And no X-Spells, but we did get some biggies. Depends on how much we want to be playing our Tron pieces. I want to have them because we have a lot of these expensive things around. Sure, more healing salve. Okay. We have 3 Just Fates. We have our Island Sanctuary on our carpet. We have our Mystic Decree if we wanted to do that. Let's go ahead and take everything out. What do I want to do with lands? Do I want, like, 3/3/2? We're only monocolor, so I'm okay. Like we only need 1 white for most of our spells. So I'm okay running these. I don't want to run too many of them. 3/3/2 would probably be okay. Then we just kind of roll from there. Candelabra, Island Sanctuary, Musketeer, Trooper, Just Fate, Spotted Griffins and the Voices, Steam Catapult, the top end, the Golem. Puts us up to... Wow, 21. So we still need to play some more. Probably that means like a main deck Divine Offering and like a main deck Healing Self, because I don't want to play the Weak Stone that much. Candelabra sadly isn't going to be doing too terribly much in this deck. We don't have any, again, we don't have any X spells, any payoffs for it, but infinite mana is its own reward, right? Really, the most powerful thing this deck has is like angelic voices and a lot of like good Just Fate removal, Island Sanctuary or Carpet. Mono white old set, we're not having any card draw Abyss. That's sadly just not in the cards. Let's get the planes in here. Alright. So we'll play Island Sanctuary and see if our opponent can kill us. Hey, Gnome. How were the adventures of Peepa? We're playing Candelabra in a deck with no payoffs for it. Basically. But we aim to have some fun with this. So. Found a lot of Urza lands. Nothing just... We could play that Talus Researcher if I really wanted. Problem I have with the Researcher is that it turns off angelic voices. All planes is planes. Planes is planes. Alright, let's find ourselves an opponent, though. I like that we have multiple auto fogs. That's pretty hilarious. We can't lose to decking because we have Island Sanctuary. We have to one thing about Island Sanctuary is that, like, we choose to use it and we want to play it a little bit before we would die. So, it's tough. We don't want to set up the Island Sanctuary until we're, like, kind of sure of our position, or we're forced to. Because the moment we set it off, we're boned, you know? Like, you stop drawing cards. So, and we have no way around that in this deck. There's no, you know, we're mono white. If we had Talus Researcher, perhaps, that would, you know, sidestep that a little better. Hopefully we find ourselves an opponent. This could take a while. Yes, but, like, if your opponent has lethal damage, that becomes a poor proposition. You know? Because usually if I'm activating Island Sanctuary, I'm in a position where I'm never going to not activate Island Sanctuary. Like, my opponent's presenting lethal damage, right? And I'm about to die. And so I set up the Island Sanctuary and say, can your deck beat me? And they go, here is my deck. And then we go, can you beat 2 Just Fates? And they go, no. And then we win. Or they go, yes, and then we lose. You know, something like that. We have a lot of damage prevention. We have a lot of ways to stop us from taking damage. We're main decking a healing solve for for goodness sake. Nobody in the queues though. It's a bit of an annoyance. Sure, they'll make themselves known soon. There we go. An opponent. Alright, that's not a hand. Got our Steam Catapult, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks fine. 2 power plants. Put that on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, just don't. Okay, we got like some sort of curve going on here. They got the drown, and it's got their regen. That's nice. I went ahead and bottomed that power plant because I felt like us on the draw had a pretty high chance of drawing our 4th land and not wanting power plant to be that. Though making that choice is a pretty certain way to make sure we don't draw into the fourth land, I suppose. Yeah, making that choice is a pretty 100% way to ensure that I'm never seeing another land again. Which I guess I should have probably taken into consideration and put that Alibarba's... Oh god, I want to say Prince Ali, no, but it's not. Should have just put the carpet on the bottom, that would have been better off for us. Can't be blocked except by black creatures, okay, that's fine. No attacks from them. I'm probably fine making attacks myself. Want to just play some griffins. Yep, that's basically what I expected. Yeah. A fool's choice. Okay, kill off this Prowling Night Stalker. I'm gonna give it a moment to do so. Let's go ahead and get rid of this unblockable thing. They're probably gonna play Phantasmal Forces here, something of a more aggressive variety, but like Spotted Griffin can deal with that. Whereas, like, I can't deal with this. The removal has to be spent on that sooner or later. And they can play their Phantasmal Forces, or Dread White. Oh god. At the end of combat, put a paralyzation counter on each combat. They have the spell Paralyze cast on them. Yeah, Yep, you got me, game. I sure am the fool on that mulligan decision. Okay, is that gonna happen every combat? That is. Okay. 3 cards left in hand. Hopefully we can get something going here. I want to get down Griffins. I want to get down Angelic Voices. Again, the moment I didn't put the carpet on bottom, it was decided for me. So... nothing else really to be done. There's a Cloud Spirit and Sleight of Hand. Okay, that's pretty good. Find them more action. Okay. So we get some Griffins. I don't want to block yet, because I want to play the Angelic Voices first. Thanks, now. Because, yeah, if we play the Angelic Voices, we can block the Cloud Spirit with the Spotted Griffin. I need to get the flyer off the table, because I can carpet away anything else, right? Like, that's the real threat, is the flyer. Everything else I just don't care about. So we take 6, go to 9. 2 cards in hand. One of them's live-ish because it was sleight-of-handed. Like, more live than it... Whoa! Letting the Drown die? What, you got a 7-drop? What is this? What's your actual play here? Bronze Horse. Sure. It's a bit of a pain. It's on the ground. I kind of have to pay the... Oh, this is just not super great. I'll probably have to play the Angelic Voices now. Or I could play a Spotted Griffin. Or I could use Healing Salve to save my... The glider just doesn't do anything right now. I can't block and we're on the defense. Let's play the Voices. That should prevent... super bad things from happening. Want to draw any land next turn so I can play Griffin plus a healing salve. If we can draw into the tower, we're super live. This is probably... Oh, that's not enough. I mean, that doesn't prevent me from killing your Cloud Spirit. Yeah, so like... We do this... I think we take 7 and go to 2. This paralyzes. At the end of combat, put a paralyzation combat counter on each creature blocking or blocked by Dread White. Each of those creatures, tap those creatures. They don't untap unless you pay for. Like, if we block this, we lose our blocker effectively permanently until we... not permanently, but until we find tower effectively. We cannot do that. Okay, 1 card in hand. I want to draw a land right now. Okay, let's get another Spotted Griffin down. And leave Healing Salve up as like our trick. We can get the carpet down the turn after, and if we can untap with the carpet, we're okay. Because then we can't take damage on the ground. So I can double block Bronze Horse, and I can have the Dread White paralyze something. You know, like that's okay. That means I have to use the carpet, huh? All right. No cards in hand. So I need to gain 3 life here. I actually am going to have to use the carpet to gain 3 life. Yep, alright, so... Trooper here. Double block on Horse. No, I'll die. This I can't block this. If I don't Healing Salve to gain life, I am going to die on the next turn. Like I am literally, this isn't fear. Sorry. This cannot be blocked by black creatures, not black or artifact. That's a gun. Whoa. And they can't save it with the staff. Yep, paralyzed. Target player gains 3 life. Okay, here we go. Put him in a body bag. All right. Here we go. So I need to use the Griffin to block the 3, so I don't die. If they top deck a removal spell for Griffin, we lose in the spot. We're gonna go to 3 regardless. So let's hope that they don't have anything. And also if they draw a flyer, we're, you know, very quickly out of this. So we want to draw into our tower. And if they play a flyer, things look very bad. So let's hope they just don't play flying creatures. Can't play the Shapeshifter, that costs way too much. That'd be pretty rad, though. Alright, ship it back. This is so dumb. Alabara, Alabara simply laughed and lifted one finger, and the carpet carried her high out of reach. Perfect. So once we actually are able to get to Spotted Griffin on tap mana, like, so this isn't paralyzing though I have to pay 4 to untap it all the time. It's just 4 remove a counter. So if I can get this Griffin, we can start getting a win condition, or a flying blocker, whichever one is needed most. 2 cards in hand. Again, if they find flying, we're in a bit of a pickle. I can't play that card, so we just go ahead and ship it back. Lands are all we're looking for right now, specifically Tower. Tower is huge. Tower would get us a lot. Oh no, that's a 1 power flyer. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. We have 3 turns to find, something. It's fine. Oh! You didn't attack, huh? I got bad news. You need to make me... You need to be pushing me. Ooh, Candelabra. Ooh, that'll be really useful later. Down the line. Alright. Let's go ahead and play the Candelabra now, and that will let me basically dump my hand the moment I find Tower, right? Like... Oof, yeah, okay. Alright. So we have a flying blocker, that's good. Okay, lands from them. Removal? Removal would be good. More flyers. Oh, that actually is a pain in the damn ass. Because I can't recast that. I need to draw Tower, and I have 2 turns to do it. Yeah, I have 2 turns to draw Tower. Because we have to... Now they know. Tower will let me just cast both Spotted Griffins immediately. If I can draw into... I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need here. We just have a... So we have a 2 and 21. We know the bottom card of our... Oh, no. Rutrow. That's a good flyer. Okay, we need Tower this turn or we lose. Staff of Zegon. Okay, let's, Our opponent has our weakness. Creatures with flying. Alright, let's skedaddle. How do we want to deal with this? Dealing with our opponent having freaking our answer, which is a lot of flying creatures. Mortron wouldn't have helped us. We were still missing the Tower, which is the one we only have 2 of. Like, if I put 5 mines in my deck, that doesn't let me see Tower more often, you know? Like, the problem is that we do not have... Like, I cannot add more towers. If I put in the stone... and just try to play the slow game, maybe that's fine. If I find my Pentagram of the Ages, something like that. They didn't have a lot of artifacts, so I don't want my Dust to Dust. Do I want my Divine Offering? They play anything for my Divine Offering? Staff of Zegon, that's all they played. Blacksmith out. Glider out. Mine in a power plant. You. Mystic Decree. Talos Researcher. Four. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Candelabra can fix. I just completely sideboarded out to mono blue. Yeah, look, it was weird, but it just happened to work so much better than everything else I had. Yeah, funky, I know, right? Like, weird that it would work that way, but it just really happened to. Okay, this is gonna be their 3, and this is... Oh, they got a lot better mana stuff than we do. Okay, there's our mine. So, Basalt Monolith, do they have power artifact? Can they make that infinite? There's an infinite in this set with it. You can, like, power artifact and then make its activated ability cost less. Pretty sweet. Alright, let's see if we can stick the researcher, shall we? If they have removal, they'll spend it on this card for damn sure. It's the weakest creature in the universe. It dies to anything that could target it, and it is super card advantage. Also, I'll take 1. 20 turn clock. Alright, you got a lot of mana. You got 8 mana there. What do you got? You gonna do anything with that monolith? You are. Oh dear. Dread White? Okay. And? Ship leaving counterspell up? Ship leaving counterspell up. Okay. I kind of don't want to play much into that. I could play the Pentagram of the Ages. Yeah. Let's see if they want to spend counterspell on Pentagram of the Ages. I don't want to throw the carpet into this because the carpet is, like, super powerful if we land it, you know? So I don't want to run that into anything that looks like it could be, danger mode. Pentagram, though, this is just prevent a source. Yep, untap. It's fine. So, like, you know, this wizard here with the sweet-looking pentagram, can stop, like, Sengir. Alright, we take 3 from this attack, because thank you, weak stone, dog. Alright, so we're still looking for a tower. They tapped low, so they don't have counterspell up. That's sweet. Let's go ahead and draw some card. And let's go ahead and get the carpet down into this. We only have single blue up, so this should resolve, and now we're safe. Oh my god, look at this dumb control deck I'm playing. What is this garbage? Holy smokes. Like, just here's a pile of artifacts, and I'm the super control player. I bored it into my researcher to have draw 2 on. You know, owl, sure. Ha! That can't hit me. That's a 0-1 looter. It's probably worth it. You probably got some lands. Oh, my power is incredible right now. I'm basically invincible. Ooh, oh no! They're discarding their hard counter. Phantasmal forces. Okay, that's just gonna get my killer then. Can't believe they discard the hard counter to my garbage. Flying carpet beats Abara's carpet. Like, just what do? Nothing. Divine Offering, I can kill your Basalt Monolith. I can kill your Staff. I can also just leave up. I can just Fate here, which is probably what I'll do. 1 card left in hand. They're running low. We've got 8 mana, so we can use the Carpet plus the Just Fate. We also don't have to worry about decking because of Island Sanctuary. We can always turn off the decking. This is a limited deck. I'm playing a limited deck. I'm drafting here. What is going on? Oh, I love this. It's so good. The Phantasmal Force flies in for some. If they go for an infinite on that Basalt Monolith, I can interrupt it with a Divine Offering. 2 cards in hand. Looks like they're spending a sword. So great is its power. Only the chosen can wield it and live. Oh, this is just the Mortal Blade, huh? Sure. Here's the All Out. Just Fate you. And prevent the rest. I mean, they can hit me for 3 if they use the sword on Owl, but it sacrifices the Owl at end step, so that would just be bolting me. They're fine bolting me. Okay, they're just gonna bolt me. By the way, I can just gain 6 life if I ever need to kill this sword, so... This owns? This game is really good. This is some kind of magic. Okay, sooner or later we'll find one of our flying creatures or something like that, and we'll get out of this. We have card advantage, we've got... Okay, Angelic Voices doesn't do anything because we control a blue creature. Island Sanctuary are the ones we have. Yeah, we get to do both if we have that. Alright. Two cards in hand. They can't hit me because I've got the carpet. And if they even play 1 flyer, I can pentagram the 1 flyer. So... This is just... Look, you remember when I drafted Angus McKenzie last week? 2 weeks ago? This is basically the outcome I wanted with it, right? Like... Sengir? More Prowling Night Stalkers, those don't do anything. Okay, let's get a Spotted Griffin down that is a flying threat that will allow us to start clocking our opponent. Hey, Nick Themeron. Welcome to, Yeah, 20 turn clock. We'll get there. Okay, so again, they can't really do too much. We have a Just Fate. Okay, they're just gonna unsummon that. That's fine. I don't care. Again, we have our fog up, so again, and sooner or later we'll find our tower. 19 cards in deck. Like, there's 2 towers in there, so. Not even gonna attack, huh? Alright. Okay, so we want to go ahead and play our Griffin back down again. And again, we're gonna pass. We couldn't find it last time, but we might be able to find it this time. We have 2 towers, 4 mines, and 5 power plants or something like that. We're only playing 2 of each at the moment. We were playing 3 mines, 3 power plants before. We draw another now. Okay. We'll find tower after we find enough lands that finding tower doesn't do anything. So right now they have Staff of Zegon to be able to stop this attack. Oh, they're just not going to. That's fine. I forget I have Staff of Zegon a lot too, because it's not a card I play in the game of Magic the Gathering. I don't think we offering anything. I think we hold the offering until there's something that shows up. You know, sword threatens a lethal. Draw 2 cards? Sure. I don't know why you'd do that now instead of waiting until next turn when I'm obviously going to have 3, but... Okay, the Drown. That's a blocker on the ground that don't do anything. Can't even attack. Ooh, Steam Catapult. How you doing? We'll draw a card here. Hopefully it's a land. I can still play... Yeah, just that. Then I gotta leave up the rest. No, I actually do have enough. I can play the... I have 8, so I can play the Alborn Trooper as well. Okay. So we'll play the Trooper. And there's the Staff. We're in no hurry. Like, again, we don't need to clock them because, like, we're invincible. So, until they show otherwise, I don't, like, you know, if they play another Flying Carpet, that's a card I would want to answer. Sleight of hand. I'm drawing 2 cards a turn and they're almost matching me on deck size. That's incredible. Alright, our deck has... We've got 1, 2, 5, 10... So we have 7 lands and 13 cards. Okay, they moved on to game 3. Alright. Just get the fuck out of here. Okay. Might want that Dust to Dust. They had a lot more artifacts this time around. Divine Offering still does good stuff, though. I don't feel like we need to... Yeah, they moved on to game 3. They chose... I'm losing... That is a conversion we have, just in case our opponent's mono red. So... I think we just roll with this. It's fine. Okay. They're not hyper-aggressive. We've got time to set up. This has got the Researcher. It looks okay to me. My 3-land no-spell hand seems legit. Like, I can't cast anything in this hand, and I'm like, yeah, sweet. Hell yeah. I'm keeping 100%. Perfect. Tower, go. I have the tower finally, so I'm invincible. Mine, go. Okay, I can cast Staff of Zegon now. Okay, they again are on a mold of 5, so they'll probably have 1 or 2 aggressive plays and then nothing else to back it up. And if we draw into the power plant now, I can just play Obsianus on a good timing here. So here's their 4-2-2. Staff of Zegon will answer that pretty cleanly. Oh, there's their Flying Carpet, which is trying to answer our dumb garbage. But what if? What if I played Obsianus Golem on time? Okay. Power up the base cannon. This is definitely... Anthony Cardstrom, thank you for the sub. Perfect time for it. We are in some shenanigans. Base. Let's do it. So we give Shapeshifter 6-1. We can change it at upkeep. Actually, no. Knowing nothing, we give it super toughness up for now. Actually, hold on. I want to play Researcher here, and I want Staff of Zegon down. I want the Researcher so I can keep powering out cards. Hopefully find our white. Sleight of hand. Probably looking for some more mana sources. Oh, check out the power. This Urza's power plant looks like a Kirby Nova stage. Oh, hey, President Ark. Did you see the title? You know what I've seen Tron Bob This is one of the worst uses ever. Alright, well, we got Cloud Spirit. I can just staff that if it gets too bad. Sure, I don't care. So let's draw our card. I can play Rhino. No, I can play Shapeshifter plus Griffin here, so we do that. Certainly, this is no mole drifting, is what you're saying. I get it. Somehow we have a bunch of garbage to do off this, though. Choose a number 2. I'm gonna swap it to 6 the moment I can attack. Like... Uh-huh. Sure. Uh-huh. You rush me down. It's fine. I don't want to block, I want to be attacking. Yeah, staff is the reason I feel safe with Shapeshifter. Like, whatever they play down... Phantasmal Forces. Sure. It's fine. I think we make Shifter a 4, then? It's 1-off lethal. Ability 4. Hey, Siege Catapult. Seems sweet. Let's draw a card. Alright, we need a double white, so we gotta do this. What's attacking? Gonna leave back the Griffin. Okay. And Chandelier, yeah, it just sort of did some garbage. Okay, you can draw 3 cards. Seems decent. You'll probably play a land and then Undoing. If it's anything but Undoing, I feel like you're losing from this position. Get Ebony Rhino next turn. We got on more. We get the Bug Buzz. Power Plant. Yeah, no attacks. So they're losing their whole board here. Or most of it. They could choose to take 6 and keep Prowling Knight. Okay. And just for fun, we'll get this Island Sanctuary out there. So their victory here would be Dark Writ, Force, or like Overwhelming Forces or whatever. Looks like that was not to be. Alright, I wanna... let's go ahead and do this and this. Put the Researcher in, the Decree in. One of the Weak Stone in. We'll take out the Healing Cell. We'll take out the... It's not bad. Yeah. Or Overwhelming Horses. Yes. Aether Glider, I think, was the other one I wanted out. So yeah, and then we have 2 mine, 2 power plant, 2 tower, and I've got 3 extra mines, 2 extra power plants, but we have some like color requirements, and like we're always limited by the number of towers we have, so I don't feel like I need to play much more. Mystic Decree in here for dumb reasons. Courageously Flying an Island Walk so that Albara's Carpet can fog. Anyway. Let's play some more Magic the Gathering. Against opponents. This is so good. This is a super thing to end on. The power of some really dumb garbage artifacts. It's pretty beautiful in my mind. We also got some, Spotted Griffin's playable. It's fine. Not like, I don't like love 2/3 flyer for 4, but I accept 2/3 flyer for 4. I actually like Just Fate. This is a pretty sweet card. Alright, what does our opponent have? What do they got? We shall see in 30 seconds or left. We got the Weak Stone. This vibrating dog thing. Ooh, we might not have an opponent. Nope, we do. Kenny the Pig. Alright, let's see what they feel like doing. I think they're on the choice. Oh, there's another one of those auto mulligans we were so happy about in round one. Draw into a... Put Steam Catapult on the bottom, keep this. Yeah, I'm willing to risk it. Alright, opponent's on Island. Strong stuff. Alright, so good news, there's another 7-drop. Bad news, we kind of need to draw a mine to make that good news. Drawing a plains is not bad, though. It means I can actually make plays on top. What is this? Who are you? Oh, they missed a land drop. Okay, they sleight of hand and missed the land drop. That's tragic. Then again, we might be doing the same thing right here, right now. Yep, we're doing the same thing. Here we go. They discard their Dread White. We ship it back. Okay, they get their third land. Does that unlock anything for them? Cloud Spirit. Alright. However, this gets us, Spotted Griffins. Probably okay bringing that trail. Yeah, I think I'm okay making that trade. We don't want flyers. That's one of the worst things our opponent can... Cool. Remove soul? Counterspell proper, alright. Maybe they passed with a bunch up. Sacrifice a land, huh? Alright. Anyway. Here's Diabolic Machine. Does this get in the remove soul? No, you just get a Diabolic Machine. It is the machine. Okay. We can pentagram this, we can staff it, we can do a lot. Okay, I kind of want to go... Spotted Griffin... Staff of Zegon. Get in with the machine. Sack a land. That's pretty nifty. Luckily, we answer that decently well, but... The Dragon Engine! This is a card we wish we had. Okay, we're gonna make this trade because it seems pretty simple to me. They do not have the Staff of Zegon up. They should have probably attacked first. I wouldn't have blocked if they did. Oh, what a nice draw. Yeah. Looking sweet. Here's the remove soul. Alright, they do have it. I want to leave up regen mana now. We only have one threat left, so I want to make sure it doesn't fall over dead. Alright, Foul Spirit again. Just Fate looking real good here. The machine. Okay. We're not going to play the pentagram. We're going to leave up mana for our better spells here. So we just fate that. End step. Oh, all right. Now from here, if they leave up the staff, they can block this. So it's probably what they got to do for a while, huh? Oh. Oof. Oof. That happens. So we can still regen. They got another dragon engine. I can't play that. Okay, I can attack with both. And we're fine attacking with both because we can use our own staff on this to make sure that, you know, we don't lose our creature and we just hit for 4. And we can do this to kind of like force through damage. 2 cards in hand. I really like our opponent's deck. The Foul Spirits are really aggressive. They've got the holy shit. Junefried? Nice. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. I approve of these cards. So they're fine throwing their lands away because they got a dang Soul Ring in the pocket. Alright, let's get in with that. Hell, Diabolic Machine can't even really get in here, can it? No, not really. They haven't lost yet, MC Subtle. They're on 4, but I can't hit them. Like... Because, like, they have the Staff of Zegan up, so they can stop any of my things at the moment. So I can't attack with Diabolic Machine. Could just Mystic Decree, throw things on the ground. That way I can have Diabolic Machine block. No flying. So I still can't attack, though, because I can't kill anything. Hopefully we can get... If we get our second white, we need Angelic Voices, then we can start moving in. Okay, they gotta pay double black, so they're kind of... That's... sort of what you're paying. I don't know why the blue's there for, but, you know. Okay, so again, as long as they have this staff up, I can't really make any attacks. Damage to you. I don't even know if I want to play this carpet right now. Probably don't think I want to show them the full combo. Yeah, no point in showing them the full combo yet. Because if I draw a white source, Angelic Voices just wins this game. So like, I don't need to do anything else other than Angelic Voices. Okay. I can regenerate the heck out of this Diabolic Machine, though. They could answer my Mystic Decree. It is a World Enchant, so like playing another World Enchant would answer it. I keep playing that double black. These are really good aggressive creatures. They're just like, play one good aggressive creature, throw it into our mana base, and just hope that we get run over by it. There we go. Angelic Voices. Thank you. And that turns on the attacks. Actually, not the Alborn. Let's just go in with the Diabolic Machine, because it does eat a creature now. This is now the Abyss. Or take 3, I suppose. They could choose that. Yep. Uh-huh. Are they going to choose take 3? Oh, okay. I like it. Our opponent is they are spicy. Okay, that's the plays you gotta make, because how else are you winning this, right? Like, you have to make your choices, and, you know. Ooh, okay. I am the Black Knight. Okay, Divine Offering I can use to get rid of the Dragon Engine. Let's go ahead and just do that, because that's one blocker out of the way. Speeds up our clock. Okay, they make a fairly reasonable choice. That choice being just to throw away their creature that has an upkeep cost. They can try to hit me with Black Knight. I can prevent its damage a couple times over, but, you know. Alright, there's the concession. Let's move on to the boarding. Alright. So our opponent's aggressive. That's what I've learned here, is our opponent is aggressive as all get out. I don't know what that means. I don't think we have a lot of choices. Maybe Dust to Dust? Opponent did have a decent number of targets for this. Dust to Dust seems fine over... I don't know. Musketeer's good, because this can block their 3-2. I actually don't like Alborn Trooper. I don't think this does anything against a lot of their creatures they played. Doesn't block the Black Knight, doesn't block much. We'll get the Trooper out of here. We'll keep this because it blocks their flyer that sacks a land. And Dust to Dust is a 2-for-1 that we have access to. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Round 2. Let's see how aggressive they are. I love our opponent's aggression. Okay, double power plant. I'm still keeping this. It's got, like, plays. Lead power plant. Pass it back. They put us on the play. I guess they realize... Oh, that's weird, actually. Like, they're a super aggressive deck, but they put us on the play. Okay, like seeing that researcher. Is there 3? Do they have a sack of land creature? I am the Black Knight. Dragon Engine? Okay. Okay, I want to get this researcher in now. There's their blue. Prowling Night Stalker, that can get in. Get in for 3, put us to 15. Alright, let's start drawing cards. Drawing cards. Urza's Tower, that's a good card. Play another blocker, and... looks like get down Staff here? I think this is like Staff plus Divine Offering. Maybe Griffin plus Divine Offering. No, I can't do that. I don't have double white. Let's get the Staff down. That shuts off one of their 2 attackers. This can't block, so it gets in. So staff shuts off one of their two attackers. We need to draw into our mine, and we are golden. We get our rhino, we get our pentagram, we get our staff of Z-gun. We get everything. They probably attack us for 4. Makes things good for, you know, we go to 14. This is where they could play something dire. Sing here, something like that. Water elemental will even be pretty big. Nothing. Okay, I guess we get to attack with our griffin. And play a second griffin. This gets countered, which is fine because we have so many better things for that. We have the staff active because we didn't play a 7 there. Here they're going to tap a... Okay, they're going to slide a hand. Go find some action. As long as we have the researcher, we should be able to win the long game pretty easily. Again, finding our final Tron piece, the mine, would pretty easily turn this into a immediate victory, if not nothing else. Go to 12, we can attack them back to 12. We can play like Diabolic Machine or Ebony Rhino next turn. What do they got? Terror! Okay, Terror on my draw. Ooh, okay. I want to get this catapult down, because that does a lot. Yeah, if we get the catapult down and they can't answer this, because they just use their terror, so I feel pretty confident in this play. I can block their Foul Spirit and their Nightmare will get killed. I can't kill the Black Knight, but I can just staff the Black Knight, and that's okay. Or I can play Ebony Rhino and block the Black Knight. Like, you know, this is an artifact creature. 2 cards left in hand. We're slowly running them out of resources. Only attack with the Black Knight makes sense. Steam Catapult can answer basically anything else. There's that full-on press I expected. We're going to go to 8. Oh, no. Okay. I expected a little more there. It's fine. I can't catapult. 2 cards in hand, and they're going to play Sea Serpent. Okay. That gets 1 attack on me. And it's not going to be good. So... yeah. I think we just leave up Just Fate plus Staff. One card left in hand, nothing left. Yep, there's that full court press. Let's go ahead and Just Fate, our biggest threat. We're going to go ahead and use our staff to keep our Griffin alive. And if their final card is Howl at the Moon, I lose. Oh, it's Howl! Here it comes! Woo! Okay, hyper-aggression it is. Understood. Any changes? Trooper doesn't do anything. Like, we're kind of where we want to be. Candelabra might actually be an out. I don't know if I want that in the deck at the moment. What do we want in? I don't like Righteous Shroud. I don't like Blacksmith. Got a Healing Salve as a combat trick. Opponent is aggressive, and we can make some 1-for-1 trades. Maybe that's worth it. I don't think Candelabra does anything here. Alright, let's rock it back. Good to know that they've got that in their collection. Having the plus X. That makes a lot of sense, too, with, like, Soul Ring. Imagine healing salve being your only combat trick. Yeah. Look. It's probably fine. I don't like this. I'm okay with this. Let's go ahead and put a mine on the bottom. Okay, sleight of hand to start us off. Oh, now we gotta play the mine in case we power plant and get that golem on 3. Okay, they can't play their knight on 2 here. It's fine. We have just fate for their like, if they play the 3/2 flyer, which is one of their better threats. Oh, Cloud Spirit. Sure, that's a good one, too. Oh! Sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and play out the Researcher. And the Griffin here? Or do I want to just fate the attacker? Nah, let's get the Griffin down. So we can't block either of those. We get our Griffin. I'm okay making 1-for-1 trades right now. Because we have a super clock and they don't. Tim! Good news, I'll be able to play that Angelic Voices soon. Actually, I could play it now, I suppose. Oh, they're gonna have a infinite blocker for me in just a moment, aren't they? It's not gonna be offline for long, Abyss. Like, it's gonna be offline for literally 12 seconds. Like, maybe. Okay, now it's on. So they have to leave black up because they have to block my thing here. We're under a bit of a clock. We need to find another threat. It's a bit of a pain. Okay, well there's our likely just fate target. That's helping. Okay, 2 cards in hand. Still this dust to dust, and now they've shown us nothing for it, which is a bit of a pain, but, you know, what can you do? Let's go ahead and get rid of their aggression here. Counterspell, alright. So we're taking 3. Perfect. Love to see it. Yep, there's the regen. Now, if they have remove soul, they'll be able to stop us here, and that'll be a pretty bad maneuver for us. Anything else, I think we're safe. But remove soul's pretty bad for us. Two cards left. And we're good, alright. So that gives us a blocker on the flyer. We do have to use the staff to bring its power down so that we don't lose our, you know, flyer, but... Scared of a howl? We don't have good answers to that, and this Dust to Dust is looking really bad, seeing as our opponent's not drawn any of their artifact side. I want to draw another flyer, or I want to draw my moat. Shit, they have it. Okay. So we go here. They've got +5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have to assume it's there. Because it would be lethal if they have it. Now they can kill my flyer. Or they're just going to spend it. Spend them if you got them, I suppose. Makes sense. Yeah, this is 100% with that attack. Okay. So we're taking 6, going to 3 with a ping up. But we're not going any lower than 3. Okay, their flyer dies. We go to 3. We need a strong draw right now. Technically strong. I'm gonna get in my damage. Tim got me. Do they have a second one? Oh, they don't have a second howl here. They do. Oh. All right. Yeah, all right. That will push me out of this. Strong moves. I like it a lot. So we were able to get our mana going every game, but that howling is some strong stuff to steal it. All right, on to the third round. I needed to draw my amulet, or my carpet, to stop creatures on the ground from attacking, and then I needed to draw a way to stop Tim from killing me. Which, those cards do exist. There's the 4-power amulet. Hey, Manic, we are playing, Control. Yes, I'd like to play first. Absolutely. I like this a lot. Beardy, HD. Okay. I got that high def. Okay, let's leave it to mine. Want to play this Musketeer on 2. Alright, oh, and they're green, alright. Not on our, Hey, Researcher, you're in a lot of my hands. I love seeing that card. Okay, we got the Musketeer. Red, okay. Got a sideboard for that. Bit of a pain, we can play around it. Nice. Gotta wait on this so that I can play voices next turn, attack for 3, hopefully get over whatever's coming in. They probably have some nice aggression to go with this Goblin Shrine. As long as Enchanted Basic is a mountain, goblins get +1/+0. And then if this leaves the battlefield, 1 damage to each goblin. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and play out our anthem and attack for 3. And then turn it off by playing Talos Research because our deck has a lot of synergy. Look. Yeah, our sideboard's going to be really good turning this into not mountain. It won't make it fall off because it's enchant land. Oh, sweet. What's sweet? Yeah, spend your removal. Yes, A+. Yes. That's exactly the card you should spend your removal spells on. Is my Piker. Please, spend more removal on my Piker. Yes, good. Excellent. They still have 4 cards in hand? Ugh. This is another one of those rock slides. Probably another rock slide. No. Well, yeah, more shrines. Shrine of the Silver Monkey. Then you must climb up through the observatory. But watch out. The temple gods could be anywhere. It's true. We've got our amulet. Everything's okay. God, I want my conversion so bad. Conversion's gonna annihilate this opponent. I can also take out the Mystic Decree. Hell. Hell, 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 hell. Then you can descend down into the pits. You could choose to go into the... Oh, God. This is dangerous. Oh, I love it. Let's attacking. Are they ever going to play a goblin? Place your bets. Will our opponent play a goblin? I'm not playing the Weak Stone yet. Also, the Weak Stone only stops one of those shrines. I just want more Griffin. The choice is yours, and yours alone. 2 cards left in hand. Goblin, goblin, goblin. Goblin Shrine number 4. Goblin Caves! Holy shit! Their goblins are in infinite power. Oh, that's an ogre. Boo! Buddy. You know, if this was a 1/1 goblin, it would be a 2, 3, 4, 3. So close. Oh, I have Island Sanctuary, huh? I'm just gonna play Ebony Rhino. This is like the most incredible bluff in the universe right here. Oh, that's tower. We've got full power, everybody. I'm just gonna keep attacking our opponent. Don't really want to do anything. At all, actually. I could play Island Sanctuary, but I'm going to kill them next turn. I don't want to show them that. Right? Like... Gerblin! Gerblin real! Alright, you want to see some real sick stuff? Okay, check this out. Lethal! Talus Researcher lethal. Okay, let's bring out the Mystic Decree. That's not useful. Let's bring in the Conversion. That's an instant game winner. Anything else bad here? Weakstone's fine against the aggressive deck if they don't have their things. No, seriously, the playing Conversion should just end this game, right? Like, they can't do anything. So if we get to Conversion, the game ends. So let's just kind of play to that point. Sure. Candelabra out for anything? Blacksmith? Healing Salve. Yeah, goodbye, Candelabra. We don't actually have anything that Candelabra does for us. I'm sad about it. Sure. Goblin? Goblin. Yeah, we'll trade. Piker will defeat Piker. New Piker appears. I ain't just fating that. Yeah, I'm just fating that one. Four cards left. I'm Alexander the Great. I'm brutal and ruthless. Tower, mine. One. Shapeshifter. Put you on two. This deck rules. Just thought you should know. If you didn't know that, this deck owns a lot. It's extremely good. It's very easy to just draw your Urza lands. Oh, wow. I did not go high enough on toughness. Okay. You got it, boss. This is Magic the Gathering. Want that conversion real bad, everybody. Does our opponent have any flying whatsoever? They could have, like, Rock Flyer or something like that. Like, I'm not... Yeah, but we can, like, counter Fireball. Hmm. You want to find out? We can just find out. Like, we could see if anything in their entire deck could beat Island Sanctuary, right? Like, we have one Just Fate in hand. Another Goblin Shrine. I'm not going to turn it on until, like, they're actually threatening me with damage. Because, like, we get to draw more stuff like this. Like, more control pieces. So no reason to turn it on yet, but I agree. We might just be able to win with just Island Sanctuary and nothing. Okay, blue. Maybe we can find a researcher and then we can turn it on. Like, if they're not going to commit anything else, I'm not going to skip my draw. Blue. What is this? Other Ogre Taskmaster. Okay. Life gain, sure. Pentagram U. Staff U. Like, I'm gonna keep drawing until we get into a position where I feel like I am fully confident. Ooh. Having a creature helps. Because they can't attack into our creatures. Do we need to draw a conversion? I want to. Look at all their red sources. Oh, what is this? Is it just kill spell? Yeah, it's just kill spell. That's 8 damage. To you, sure. Cool. Oh, there's Forest. What does that turn on? Citanal Druid? That can't attack. So yeah, the Druid can't attack. It only attacks for 0. At some point, they're going to play enough threats that I'm willing to start pulling the trigger on Island Sanctuary. They haven't done it yet, is the problem. Like... maybe I should just do it, like... maybe I'm just safe. I have 1 removal spell. If they have 1 flyer, they can't beat me. Alright, we'll start it up next turn. Really, the problem is, like, if they're only attacking for 1, I don't feel like it's worth skipping my draw for 1 point of damage, you know? Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, okay, fine. The moment that turns on, I need to turn on the defenses. So if they draw a second Gobbo, I guess that makes all these shrines make sense. Okay. And okay, now they can start dealing damage. Alright. It's time, everybody. Because now they can attack me for 4. All right. There's that goblin. It's time to retreat to our ivory tower. Okay, they're not doing it yet. Do they have an answer to Island Sanctuary? Like, I'm holding a removal spell, so like if they play a flyer, I've got it. I've got 1 flyer. $10,000 goblins! They're not doing it. Do they have anything? Like, there's a couple flyers in red. Otherwise, we're gonna sit. We're gonna just take a nap. We're heading off to our private retreat. And that's the game. We're just gonna stay on our private retreat. We can't deck because we're not drawing cards, and we're just gonna beat every card in our opponent's deck because we can counter Fireball with Pentagram. Here it comes. We're just gonna yield the Goblin Warrens, I don't care. This explains their deck, though. The Warrens is what their deck is about. If they have enchantment removal, yeah, we lose. That's why I didn't show them Island Sanctuary last game. Because if I showed them that, maybe they would board in enchantment removal, right? Yeah, just keep taking a nap here, you know? Yep. Hey, let's check out the periscope. How many goblins are going on? We sure do got a lot of goblins over there. Think we should do anything about them? Nah. They're over there. We don't really gotta worry about them goblins. None too bad, you know. Oh, deals 1 damage to any target. Okay. How many times can you recur that fire starter? That's dangerous. Yep, just sitting there on our island. Yep, 1 damage. Sure is a Mog fanatic in here. What? No, this is literally Mog fanatic. $11 cards in deck, and like 7 of them are land. Yep. Just gonna take a nice sip. There's a Goblin Bombardment in this set. Oh. Okay, Goblin Cave, sure. Now they're all 3/3s. Hey, those goblins sure seem to be getting bigger over there. See that? Ah, ain't none of mine. I could not find any enchantment. Oh. Hmm. That bodes ill for our opponent if there is no enchantment removal in this format. You know, Fireball could answer it, but we have the pentagram up. I guess they could draw into, you know, artifact removal for the pentagram. We could misclick. That's possible. And let's just stay on our sanctuary. And sure are a lot of goblins on that side of the table. I also sure do not care. This is it. This is the perfect harmony they talk about. We can gain a lot of life if we need to. I can blow up the weak stone. I can healing salve. I can. No, like pentagram can prevent fireball. They would have to kill the pentagram first. Yep, there's a bully. I don't think they can get to the mana to double fireball us. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep taking a nap. It's fine. I don't really see a problem here. How many goblins do you think they'll end up with? Some. A few. Look, there's a lot of goblins. They're growing. Yep, there's another goblin shrine. Can't imagine why we don't see effects like Island Sanctuary in Modern Magic. Weird why they don't put it in Moat anymore. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is definitely Luigiing it up. I'm pretty happy with this being the end of the draft, actually. I think this speaks to what old Magic sometimes is. Sometimes old Magic is some really dumb garbage where your opponent can't even act on the axes you're acting on. Like, it's just not possible for them to do anything. You know, sometimes. I'm glad that we saw an opponent who drafted all the Goblin Shrines and Goblin Caves and every Goblin Bully, Goblin Firestarter, Goblin Cavaliers. They are super in on this Goblin plan. It's really good against people who are playing Magic the Gathering. Bad news, we're not one of those people playing Magic the Gathering. We're playing some other garbage. It's pretty good. Oh, I thank you so much, Beardy HD. They are a great opponent. They are putting up such a grand show. I appreciate it that they are going all in on these goblins. They have 20 billion power on the board. They're waiting for me to misclick and not click on the Island Sanctuary, because that would kill me, and I'm not going to do that. They're just going to keep making those goblins. They got 25 tokens and a number of ogres over here. The tokens are the same size as the ogres at this point, but they can block. How stackable are the goblins? They're pretty stackable. You can put about 10 goblins on top of each other before they tumble. I mean it. I think the only answer to Island Sanctuary in the whole set is Counterspell. Oh my god. I should have been more all in on this card. Well, I guess both of my opponents in rounds 1 and 2 were on flyers, right? Like, they just would have played Sengir Vampire or Foul Spectre and just killed me. This opponent is not on those. Four cards left in library. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about it, because if we would have gotten Island Sanctuary plus our anti-flying card earlier and pulled that trigger sooner, that's an auto win. Like, we cannot be defeated unless they fireball. So keep that in mind if you're drafting this and see an Island Sanctuary. Just go for it. Don't bother with the Urza stuff. Maybe bother with the Urza stuff. I don't know. I like the Urza stuff. It's been a lot of fun with this deck. Beardy, I appreciate it. I am glad that you are putting up as many goblins as possible. It's perfect. It's beautiful. It's exactly the hero we need. Is the green in their deck just the Satanical Druid? I mean, Satanical Druid seems okay in this format, but for a splash, maybe they ran out? There must be some other green. Enough goblins should just be able to make a raft. Yeah. Alright, 10, 10, 10, and 2. 4 score and 20 goblins a go. ATOG, yep. Cool. ATOG, yep, uh-huh. That's sweet. I appreciate the ATOGs. Is this magic like Richard Garfield intended? Yes. Maybe. I'm not certain. Alright. Thank you, Beardy, for the game. Thank you, everybody, for joining for the game. This has been an excellent game of Magic the Gathering. We're not leaving our island ever. Yeah, long, hard fought, you know. Probably should have put up the island earlier. I didn't realize how nothing could stop it. 5 cards in hand. They're probably going to show us what for on those. What's your final? What do you got? What's your last gasp? Let me see those 5 cards. What's a green splash, actually? Shivan Dragon, last card. Alright, we are not leaving the island for the final turn. I refuse. Giant Growth. Giant Growth. Fog. Huge goblins. They're huge. Fog. They're huge. Ah, menace. The menacing. All right, then we have to return the favor. It's only kind of us to return the favor and destroy our weak stone. All right. I think we've learned. I think we've learned a lot against Beardy HD. Thank you very much for the game. We have new product. We're not going to spend it tonight. That was an excellent ending for an excellent draft. We had a very strong set of opponents. We had a very dumb deck. that I didn't really think was going to come together as well as it did. Like, that was a 2-1 that could have been a 3-0, pretty close, with just a couple different parts on that second round. But the power of just, you can't attack me. Lesson 1, Island Sanctuary is not very balanced. Indeed, perhaps. Format is dumb and I love it. Incredible. This is great. This is the end, though, of Masters Edition. Thank you all for joining for this and all the ones previous. Hope you all had a lot of fun with these. I know I did. This sort of draft format is a hoot and a holler. It's something you don't get anywhere else in Magic the Gathering these days, other than maybe a Chandelar. So I'm glad you were here to witness it with me. Thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more stuff like this, any of the cards I do, any of the other projects I have, you can always follow, see when I go live. Tends to be Tuesday through Thursday, with at about 7 Central, and then on Sundays, usually a little earlier, around 2 or 3, depending on the mood. Follow, see when I go live, subscribe, cool skulls, cool slime. Again, thank you everybody who did subscribe today. I appreciate it a lot. Hope you enjoyed. But to everybody else out there, glad to see you here too. Hope you all had a fun time. So thank you everybody, and have a good night.